Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are building sort of a classic house that I found on my perusing of Google and thought I haven't really built this kind of style of house before, so I will give it a go. It had the opportunity to use our favourite tool, the platform tool, because that doesn't get super messy when I try and start doing split leveling in the building, but it is all the fun of the fair. So we are gonna do our main bit, and it's got this nice step up into the actual build itself, and it's going to have two symmetrical offshoots. One in the actual house, it was two garages. I'm like, why do you need two garages? So we have one side that's going to be our garage space, and the other side is going to be this epic beamed double height kitchen with some aspect windows at the top. Except I always forget doing like attic rooms in The Sims is so annoying because the roof gets in the way when you're trying to build it and it's so annoying. I don't know why, if you want to cover the walls and everything with a proper roof instead of having it just on top, you just can't see into it. It's just like there must be a way that you can see the thing, except for putting all the walls down, and then you can't tell how bare and sparse your build is. But that is one side of our house. It also is going to have a grand entrance that's going to be actually where our bathroom is going to be upstairs, and this is a quite a large family home. There's 5 bedrooms. There's a little skill nook as well upstairs, which you could turn into another bedroom. The master bedroom is actually in the roof section that's over the garage, and it has its own ensuite and everything. So it is quite a substantial house, this build, even though it doesn't look that big. Downstairs we're gonna have like a family room and a formal living room, a dining room, a bathroom, an entrance into the garage. So you could pretend that they don't even use the front door. They just drive in, walk up their little steps, and then go into the house. And this is where our kitchen's going to be. So I wanted to have it so where we have the windows from the top, that is where our pillars are and where our cross beams are. So it kind of has this like older country style sort of kitchen, and I thought that is quite cool, except getting all the textures and everything right, such a pain. Such a pain, but it's definitely an interesting style, and it is now Christmas as well, so the next two builds are probably going to be they are going to be Christmas builds or snow related builds, because there's so much you can do with Christmas builds that I like doing, trying to think of things that are a little bit alternative and a little bit different. So I've tried to find some homes or some styles that still can be extremely Christmassy and wintry, but also hopefully are a little bit different as well. And hopefully by now all my Christmas presents should have come and ready to be wrapped and put somewhere to be taken, ready for Christmas Day, which is exciting. December is the month where just time apparently there's not enough time in December to do everything, and it always goes way too quickly, and you're like, how is it already January? Like this year some of the months dragged and dragged, and then suddenly it's the end and you're like, where where has it gone? But I'm definitely hoping that next year is a lot. We can carry on the positiveness that has happened in the latter part of this year and bring it into 2022, and hopefully nothing. Well, there's always going to be something, but hopefully things are getting better. So I've gone in and done a layout, put the wallpapers in, and we're going to start off with our kitchen. So the bottom part of our kitchen is where the main kitchen area is going to be, and we're going to use the pillars to have an island piece, and we're going to hang bits off the spandrels, because there's no ceiling. So we've got this nice little island which I think fits perfectly around the column, which makes it a nice feature. And then we've got this separated bit with the counters that go all the way along the other side, especially as we've got the fridge there as well. So kind of splits it up. You could put the coffee maker, the tea maker, anything in that section that you wanted, and really make this kitchen your own. And we've got some cupboards down the end as well, and then we're going to have some built-in cupboards in the actual eating space and a bar as well. So it's kind of a very entertaining space. You kind of come in here if you've got friends and or the family as well, because it's such a big family, so they could sit at the breakfast bar or they could sit at the table. And we have a room for every life stage of a sim as well. So we're going from toddler all the way up to teen, young adult as well, if you could use the extra bedrooms. So this is our big full-length cabinets where we're going to put the bar in, because I realised the bar that matches these cabinets is the large one that does not fit here. So we are going to go for one of the custom content Sims thing table in here, which we actually use the same table in the dining room as well. We use a lot of neutral colours in this build for like the more formal parts that guests and stuff might visit. So the kitchen, the lounge room and the dining room all have these like neutral greys and whites and creamy colours. But then when we get into the more family rooms and the kids' rooms, they're very bright and colourful and sort of match and give the character of the Sims that inhabit them. So we've kind of got two different styles going on. So there's a lot of grey walls for the more formal bit, and I actually put these glass framed doors as fake double doors because they look so cool as like French doors, and I just needed something a little bit extra, a little bit wider as well for these spaces, and I think putting two doors together always works quite nicely. So this is our formal living space, which is very white, which you wouldn't want a child anywhere near, and it's not got a TV or anything. So we've got a bookcase, like an old bookcase. We're going to have a corner seat as well, because I was going to put some more like armchairs there, but it didn't really work. So got a nice corner seat which you can cozy up into and read a book down here. And we've just got some very neutral artworks on the walls. We're going to have one of the hanging plants in here as well, a nice feature mirror which I wanted to scale down but had it glitched out, so I was just like, nah, let's not. Lots of greenery in this house as well, because the green grey, it just makes it pop. So adding in the plant life really gave this room some character to it, especially having the hanging plant between the bookcase and the fireplace really worked quite nicely. It worked a lot better than I thought it was going to do, actually. And something to remember. We've got some like pots and things on the fireplace, as a little bit more rustic style. And then this is our formal dining room, which we've got a smaller scale table as the one in the kitchen. We've also got a fireplace in here, so there's like little hints of the old version of this house, which they've sort of modernised as they've gone on. It's quite an odd shaped room, and it also has the door to the back garden as well. So at the first I had this weird L-shaped corridor that went from the formal living room round to the back door and to the garage, and it was just really weird. So I was just like, let's just shove it in the dining room. We can pretend that they don't use this room that often, and that's why some of the rooms are a little bit sparser than others, because they don't get used as much. And we've got some older decorations on the fireplace, some odd I quite like that artwork, it does bring in some colour. And we've got some plants and everything in here as well, and the classic shelf. And then this lovely bright blue room is where we're going to have a family room. So this has got some brighter colours. We're going to have a yellow sofa. We've got the blue corner seat as well. We're going to have the TV on the stand as well. And we're going to have some kids' toys and stuff. But this is really colourful and practical as well. So this room would probably be used a lot more than the formal living room because we could have the IKEA bookshelf and bits and pieces on the walls, some more fun, light-hearted artwork as well. We've got a calendar up, and we have the parenthood board in the kitchen, and we have the thermostat in the garage as well, because I imagined when you drive in the winter, you'd like just boop it as you come in, so it's nice and toasty and warm once you've taken everything off. And then we've just got a few bits and pieces, nice yellow fluffy rug as well. And I was trying to find some objects that were sort of more kid stuff. So we've got like the robot head and bits and pieces like that in here, and some toys and bits and pieces. Baby Yoda as well, just for funs. And upstairs we're going to have our toddler room. So I went with a little bit more of a classic style for this room. I don't really use the base game wallpaper that much, so I thought it'd be quite fun. We've got the nice neutral bed, and I've been scaling down the actual dolls' houses at the moment because they're way too big and they can still use the object when it's scaled down, so I don't know why they're so big. And we've got the bookcase and the changing table as well with the new colour towels and stuff, just for added extra detail. And we have all the necessary bits that you would need for a toddler as well. So they are fully catered for. And I haven't played with toddlers in ages because the last time it was so buggy, like they couldn't even carry them down the stairs. I kind of just gave up completely, and I think it's fixed by now. I hope so. Anyway, but this is our second child's room, and it's very on the younger side. We've got some of the bulky base game furniture. It's very pink and purple and very fun as well. So I think it's a very very out there room. They've kind of got little bits and pieces. They don't have a desk to do their homework or anything because I imagine that they're not quite old enough yet. And lots of toys about. They've got the rainbow shelves as well, some cat pictures, even though the bed is like a dog cover with the cat ears. So I'm very confused about that bed. And we've got some decals and some pictures and stuff up on the wall. And then the bedroom opposite is going to be our teen bedroom. And I wanted to use this bed because I knew it had some fun colours, but it didn't have a fun yellow swatch. And I was like, trying to remember which bed had the fun yellow swatch. And I was like, here it is. Because we've got the pink, we've got the purple, so you can bring in some different colours. And it's actually turns out quite a simple room for a teen room. We kind of got the classic standard big white desk. We've got a few bits and pieces. We're going to put the usual sort of clutter and posters up, but I think definitely you could make this room a little bit more personal than I made it. And I was trying to find some colourful wardrobes and stuff, and I was trying to pick out a colour that would match the yellow, but it just didn't quite match. And then I was like, can we match the pink? And I was like, oh, let's just match the blue instead. Bring in some other colours from the thing. So it is a nice light purple rug, which I'm sure I thought it was a little bit darker than it actually was. If it was more the colour of the cushions, it might have worked a little bit better. We've got like band posters and music and stuff, a few little framed artwork pieces, and then we're just going to have a ottoman at the end of the bed so they can sit and chill. And then next door we have our sort of office skill building area, which doesn't have too much stuff in it because I don't want to fill it with loads of bookcases because we've got a big bookcase downstairs. So I thought these ones from Miss Kuno stuff worked very nicely. This is where the family computer is based as well, so everyone will have to fight over who gets the computer. We have a keyboard, so you could definitely put more skill building stuff as you go along as well. And then in the family bathroom, I was like, we have to have a roll top by our arched window. How epic would that be in a house? And then we obviously have our shower, our toilet, and then we've got a nice double sink as well. So it's a very fancy bathroom, which is normally not how they turn out, but I think it's made even more grander by having our arched window to go in that space. And then this is our master bedroom, so it's already got its bathroom, and it definitely needs a little bit more stuff in it, but it's really hard to place anything when the walls are down. But I thought having a nice seat in the little window area, we've got the bed in the other little cutout area as well, but it definitely needs a few more bits and pieces in it. It's hard to tell when you have it to work like this. I cannot work in these conditions. But that is basically it for our master. So outside we're going to do some landscaping, we're going to frame our little entranceway, and on the actual house itself it has 2 driveways. So we have one driveway that's going to be for the cars, and then I thought what a classic American thing is to have a basketball hoop outside the front of your house. It's like the the classic High School Musical type of thing. So we're going to have our basketball court area on the other side where our kitchen side is. So we've got some few plants, we've got the more overgrown hedge as our natural barrier, and then tie in with some of the herringbone bricks that's gonna line. You just gotta imagine that curve to the edge of the road doesn't exist. It all joins together. Ooh, it does. And then some nice big cats and dogs trees as well, just to add it back into the landscape. So we've got a little mailbox. We've also got the bins around the other side as well, because I was like, we don't really want to put them out the front of the house, and we don't want them in front of the garage either. And then in the back garden, I thought definitely a house that would have a pool, definitely. So extended the tile, the stonework across. We've got a nice pool area, and we're gonna have a kids area on the other side, which is gonna have the toddler slide, the swing set, the monkey bars, and that's all going to be fenced in quotes in using the hedges. And then we're going to bring some of the hedges down the other. We're going to build like a water feature out of the koi carp pond down the other side, because I thought they would have some fancy elaborate like waterfall, pretend it flows into the swimming pool. But I don't know. I was just like, yes, let's be extra. And it'd be quite funny if you put the sharks in there and you just have like the shark swimming pool. That'd be so funny. But we've put our little kids area in, and then we're going to build some rocks up to make it look as though it actually has it's actually set in, and it's intentional that this pond is here. You gotta imagine that it all lines up with the pool. I could have actually built the pool closer to it. Probably should have done that, but oh well. It's built now. But you could definitely go in and attach it a little bit more. But I thought putting some greenery around it would look nice. It's kind of a little bit symmetrical to the on both sides, but it's kind of supposed to be a little bit built in as though it's connected. And that is our house. So we'll jump into the screenshots. We've got a basketball hoop now as well, a car out the front that's parked wonderfully, ready to go in to the garage, and we can have a look at our layout as well. And we have some cars and laundry in our garage space. And so this is our formal dining room, and not formal dining room, formal living room, our kitchen with our double height ceilings as well. So it's pretty epic room. It's a little bit dark down the back because we don't have any lights, but we have some good views through the house from here as well. So there's our little eating area. There's our formal dining room. As you see out into the back as well, our family living space, very bright and colourful. Our garage, our laundry stuff, cars, and our toddler room, and our bathroom. It's such an odd order. Why do I always take them in such a random order? This is our guest bedroom as well, so you could, if you wanted another sim, you could renovate this room. And then we have our skill building office space, which could also be another bedroom, and our teen room, and our kids' room, and then our dark and dingy master bedroom, which is a little bit sad because there's nothing on the walls, and then our back garden. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.